put it in the notes. I put, what's your paranormal experience?
Okay,
That's what I had put.
Yeah.
And in the video, I had put the shadow people. But here we go.
All right, let's do it.
She said, hopefully it's a good one. Make it interesting, please, because I haven't even read it.
Please.
She puts, not sure if this counts as a paranormal experience.
No, I didn't read it. If you gotta ask, it's not. I'm kidding.
But I don't know if this counts as a paranormal experience, but have experienced sleep paralysis more than once every time my shit breaks. And then she puts, not literally, figuratively. Thank you for clarifying. You don't literally
Thank you
shit
so
breaks.
much, bro.
Because it's totally humanly possible. And then she puts, it's possibly the scariest thing, but your body is in a state where you can literally not fucking move. Anything. Hold on. My brain kind of died.
My boy can't read, bro.
Where you literally can't fucking move anything. But you're seeing it all happen at the moment of panic. You feel like trying to get to your body to move is quite frightening because you get a sense of panic, especially when you see in the dark. When you see a dark shadow above you or beside you. You see, and that goes back to my fucking story when I had sleep paralysis with that shadow. Closed my eyes a couple times, and that motherfucker was right in front of my fucking bed, leaning towards me, watching me, bro.
Bro, everybody is experiencing the same thing.
You see how it's super similar? Thank you for that paranormal experience talk.
We're all
that is
the
crazy.
same, everyone.
Thank you, Lexus.
Alexis. All right, now shout out to my boy Mao, you stupid hoe. Oh, man, why do you have to make it such a long ass paragraph, dog? It's gonna take like 30 minutes to fucking say this. He put.
It starts.
I haven't read this.
Chapter 1.
The whole Bible sends me a link to a Bible and shit. All right, so he puts. Back then, when I used to live in my old house, I've always encountered shadow figures. And one night, I woke up around 2 or 3 in the morning, and I look into my hallway because I had a feeling that someone was watching me, and I saw this tall shadow wearing a top hat.
No way.
Looking at me standing in the hallway. Dude was like 9 feet tall. Then afterwards, I close my door and I hear something get thrown into the hallway, and it was my little brother's toy. And the things in the kitchen kept falling out of the sink, and when I go to check, nothing was thrown or anything. Then I heard someone start calling my name, and I said nope, and started walking to my room. Once I got to the room, I locked my door, heard someone knocking at my door, and I said, "Who is it? My wife for what, bro?" And no response. Then I heard someone walking in the hallway, and I opened the door to check who it was, and there was no one. Everyone was asleep, and I was the only one awake. And when I checked the time, it was 3:40 a.m. He put, "That's all I got,
bro."
Mao, thank you for sharing that story, but bro.
It's a little creepy.
They're all fucking so similar.
They're all the same.
Big tall shadows looking at you,
Wearing
sleep paralysis, and wearing a hat.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
I don't know what kind of hat, but it's a hat.
But like the constant is like tall, black silhouette, sometimes hat, sometimes red eyes, but always like either throwing shit around, knocking shit up, or like always showing up in the middle of the fucking night, like in the 3 a.m.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot. I'm screenshotting.
Go ahead and send me a screenshot so that I can.
El pinche Mao.
Are you gonna go ahead like do it through iMessage, or are you gonna go ahead and airdrop them?
Probably through iMessage.
All right, but it sounds good. But dude, that's the thing, dude. Like, it's always a constant thing of like, okay, they're either extremely tall, they show up during sleep paralysis, they're wearing a hat. Or like, dude,
why the hat though? I want to know why a fucking hat.
Can you ask him right now? And like, it doesn't matter if he doesn't reply like right away. But like, what kind of hat if he remembers? Now,
I think he described it, but hold on, let me send them to you real quick.
Dude, is it like a sombrero? Like, is it like a cowboy hat?
I think he said top hat.
Es el charro negro, bro. Have you heard of that?
No, what is that?
El charro negro. He's like a spirit from Mexico that he rides like a black horse. Y cuando se aparece, es un charro. Está vestido todo de negro. Es un charro. And there's a video of him. I think it's some dudes that are like, you know how there's people that go to, what do you call it, to graveyards and shit, and they're recording. Yeah. And I think it was somewhere in Mexico, and it's like a big, like where you can like walk in, kind of like a little room stone type shit.
Yeah.
And it's kind of from a distance, and you see the fucking, what do you call it? ¿Qué fue lo que dije?
Charro negro.
Andale, you see that thing, that guy, like with the horse, like inside the room, like going across.
See, but what if
like,
the charro negro is just another shadow person, just different?
But you could see it a lot more clearly than just a shadow.
Oh, you can actually see
in
like
the video.
details on. Oh, really?
Yes.
There's a video.
Now, what did you tell me to ask or what?
What kind of hat? But yeah, Emiliano called it. He said top hat.
You know what? Let me Google, see what comes out.
Yeah, the top
Why
hat.
does
Yeah, the Oh, you're gonna Google why shadow people have hats?
Yeah.
Because I
My phone
mean,
blows up.
maybe it's our theory of like, what if we interpret it as a hat, but in
Let's
reality
see.
their head's fucking different.
Yeah.
Hunt a killer. The
But
Hat Man is a shadow person who will keep you up at night.
it will keep you
By
up.
Kristen Anderson. Let's see. What does it say?
No, maybe that's a book. No,
I have no
or
idea.
it's an article. It's an article.
It looks like an article.
Oh, okay. I thought you were reading like the cover of a book. My bad.
Follow Kristen, co-host of the Guide to Unknown podcast.
There
Okay, so
you
I guess
go.
she has a
Well,
podcast.
Shout out to the Unknown podcast.
Unknown Killer or Hunt a Killer in SoundCloud. So shout out to them, I guess. But this is what it says.
Let me see.
It says,
Let me hear it.
you only see the dark figure when you're in bed. Maybe you were just drifting off, or maybe you were just disturbed from a deep sleep. To him, it doesn't matter. To him, it doesn't matter. As long as you're some stage of hazy, heavy-eyed, whatever the fuck that word says, the Hat Man can come to call, gazing down at you with a trouble malevolence? I don't know what the fuck that word means.
Malevolence.
Yeah, that shit, whatever that means. What does he want? Why does he appear? And how have so many people had the same experience? I talked about the Hat Man on my podcast, Guide to the Unknown, years ago, and I've been surprised to receive firsthand stories from people who've came across him since then. They Google variations of shadow person, hat ghost, etc., trying to see if there are any other accounts out there to validate their experience, and if they find that there are. The Hat Man is said to be an evil entity, often placed in a category of paranormal phenomena referred to as shadow people. Shadow people are just about exactly what they sound like. Dark, vaporous forms in shape of humans. They are... Oh my, another boy fucking texting me for that shit. Okay, type of ghost, so it might be dilute manifestations of people who are once living. Others may be something else, say that they may be something else that we don't understand. But the Hat Man is a singular character inside the broader category, reported to have particular character traits and a more solid outline than most shadow people, and an especially notable visual marker: he's always wearing a hat. And there's a lot more about it, and it describes him here: 8 to 10 feet tall. Look, I guess I'll just read this. Usually a top hat, fedora, or a gaucho hat.
Yeah.
Thinking Southwest cowboy. Think Southwest cowboy. Some have seen him with red eyes. Others report with featureless dark face, but he's always tall, 6 feet minimum, and even often people say he's about 8 to 10 feet tall, forcing him to crouch while standing. Imagine opening your eyes every night and seeing a hunched figure bending unnaturally, a way to keep from hitting your ceiling fan at the top of his hat. Such human action or inhumane figure has to be especially eerie, and it just, I mean, I guess it goes in a lot more in depth about the fucking hat shadow guy, but that's more or less. And it, I mean, that's an article that's explaining the same thing.
But
8 to 10 feet.
But this
hat,
article,
red eyes.
This article explains it as one entity, right?
As one separate entity from any other shadow specific people.
So kind of like Lucifer, kind of like
in a way, I guess so.
Own separate entity that shows up to everyone universally.
I guess so, yeah.
So it might not be like a race of demons, right?
I've always wanted. I mean, no one probably knows, right? But I want to know why the hat.
That's the thing.
There's
why the hat?
There's an entity like that in my favorite game ever, Red Dead Redemption 2. And he's a ghost who
Wears
is
a hat.
dressed in
With a hat.
who's dressed in a black suit and a black top hat.
Does he have red eyes?
No, he doesn't.
Because like I know like Rockstar, like they always inspire shit out of like lore or like modern day shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could be that.
All right.
What was the next reply?
Yeah, here's the next reply. Shout out to my boy Hector Cavazos. He put, there is a weird person figure thing in my girlfriend's house, and it stays in one room only. Whenever I watch TV and that the other room door is open, I can see this pale white face. See, that's completely different. I don't know what or who they want, but I never close the door because I don't want him to get angry. We've seen shelves knocked down in the room, and a toy helicopter that were on the shelf were found on the floor.
Bro, a pale face though.
So yeah, a pale face. That's what he said.
It's just like showing up, like creeping out of like the room or something.
I guess so.
Or I'm assuming that maybe it's like a hall, and then like that door frame is like directly, like you can just see it. It's like at the end of the hall.
Probably. He probably like sees a pale face at the end of the hall or some shit. I don't know if it's like at a window or something.
See, that's the thing, dude. Because like, it all just goes back to like weird entities that we cannot explain nor comprehend.
I mean, it always will be. You know what I mean? Until maybe, you know, we experience death, and then maybe we, you know, get the answers to everything and we've always wanted to know. You know what I mean?
You know, because like there's so much like, you know, like lore, like, oh yeah, it's obviously somebody that died and stayed here, or it's like, oh, it's obviously a demon, or it's obviously a like.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like
you still never know.
We don't know.
It's always with the might. It might be this. It might be that. It's probably this. It's probably that.
Yeah.
But it's never a for sure fucking answer, and it never will be.
Dude, that's crazy.
Because no one ever truly actually fucking knows exactly what, how, when, and all this other bullshit.
All we know is to not go to the Appalachian Mountains, bro.
Dude, speaking of the Appalachian Mountains, bro, I've been coming across so many damn TikToks, and it's interesting to me because one thing I've always wanted to do in life is go to like go